Kansas City, Kansas is one of the best values in the entirety of the Kansas City metro. And if you're considering moving here, you definitely can't afford to miss it. And to prove that it's one of the best values, we're gonna check out this house for under $900,000 in this lake community. You can't get this anywhere else in the entire metro area. Stick around because at the very end of the video, we're gonna go into this house. But before that, we're gonna get into everything you need to know about living in Kansas City, Kansas. We are out here in the Legends Outlets. Now, this is a fixture of Kansas City, Kansas, one of the main attractions, because right in this area, you have Children's Mercy Park. If you don't know what that is, the Sporting Kansas City, our MLS team, plays out there. You also have Nebraska Furniture Mart. If you don't know what that is, that's like a one-stop shop for basically everything that you could possibly want. Bass Pro Shops is out here. Now, you've got tons of restaurants out here. You've got all of these shops out here. This is an awesome place to go if you want to shop. If you want to spend some money, if you want to go eat, if you want a date night, this is a top spot. And we are only a few minutes from the house that we started at near the lake. So in a few minutes, you could be here in the Legends. We are gonna see a new construction house that's really close to the Legends Outlets. So stay tuned for that. For under $600,000, you can live really close to this area. And the reason I wanted to show you this too is because I think a lot of people have a misconception of Wyandotte County and Kansas City, Kansas. They think it's a rough area. They think it's an area that's kind of run down, but there's a lot of things going on here. There's more commerce here than a lot of other places in Kansas City. And they're also building a brand new theme park, a Mattel park. If you come out here during Christmas, they do a huge Christmas light display. It's kind of expensive to get into, but if you come out here during Christmas, you can see that as well. So stay tuned, and we are gonna head right now to a villa in Kansas City, Kansas, only about 5 minutes away from the Legends Outlets for under $600,000. You're not gonna want to miss it. Okay, so we've seen the Legends Outlets, and only a hop, skip, and a jump away is this brand new build for $599,000. Come in, the listing agent on this one let me know that there's already a $10,000 incentive built in, either $10,000 off the purchase price or $10,000 off Nebraska Furniture Mart down at the Legends right next door that we've already seen to furnish this beautiful house. This was a former model, and so you have a ton of features in this one that you wouldn't have in any house that you built. She let me know that these floors are engineered hardwood. This is a $40,000 upgrade throughout the entirety of this house. You'll be surprised at the features that this villa offers. This is in a community called the Villas of Piper Valley, and these villas are specifically designed for active adults. As we step in here, just notice like the eye-catching shiplap and accents on this wall. I like blue, big fan of blue. A lot of my shirts are blue, and I would say it's probably my favorite color. But again, if you want to build a new one and without the blue accents, you can. But if you like this could be the exact house for you. Come through here and you're gonna see upgraded, beautiful quartz countertops, nice upgraded lighting fixtures, and then also this blue accent carries itself throughout the whole house. I do really like this accent. Again, I'm very partial to blue, dark blue. My wife would not. She doesn't like dark. She doesn't like dark accents, but for me, this does it for me. This is awesome. Stick around to the end of this tour because I'm gonna show you a feature about this villa that you won't find in other villas. So let's go to the secondary bedroom in the front that would probably be best used as an office. If I was buying this house, this would be my office. But since I'm not the one buying it, maybe you're the one buying it, you can use it for whatever you want. But another eye-catching thing, keeping with the theme of that navy blue, is this awesome blueprint of Arrowhead Stadium. Again, Chiefs are so huge here. Everybody loves the Kansas City Chiefs here. So if you move here, you're gonna wanna make sure that if you don't root for the Chiefs, don't actively root against the Chiefs. I'm just kidding, like you can root for whatever team you want, but I will tell you this, as a Chargers fan, you know, grew up in Los Angeles, grew up rooting for them when they were the San Diego Chargers. I used to hate the Chiefs, but now I live in Kansas City, so I can't really hate the Chiefs, but I only root against them when they're playing the Chargers. And the Chargers, you know, they haven't been good in a long time, so don't worry about it. There's no threat to Kansas City and their dynasty here. So come on, let's come through here. One of the many unique features about this house that you're not gonna get in a lot of new construction is this patio. Now you might say, hey, what's so special about this patio? So come out here and you'll notice that these villas were planned so that you have the maximum privacy with your patio. There's nobody looking into your patio area right here. I mean, this villa is very close, but there's no windows on this side, and they designed it purposely like this so that you could just come out here and just really enjoy this area and just pretend like nothing else really exists. Come through here to the primary bedroom. One thing about this primary bedroom is it's got this bonus room right here. This, I think, is a reading room for me. I would put as many books as I can in this room, tons of natural light coming in, and just relax here, read a book. This would be great, you know? A lot of these adult communities are designed for people who are maybe reaching retirement age, kids are going out of the house, what have you. And this is a great feature because you can wake up, walk into this area, enjoy a book in the morning, you don't have anywhere to be. I don't know, this is awesome. This was the model, so they went all out for all the features in this build. And you can see they've mounted these pieces of art permanently attached to the house. Again, if this is your style, then you can get this one again for a great price. It's listed at $599, but they'll take $10,000 off for you if you want to buy this one. Come through here, and we will go to the primary bathroom. And for a lot of you folks watching, a lot of you are from California. A lot of you are from areas where you're not used to tornado season. And I get it, tornadoes are a worry. And you know what? This villa does not have any basement. So you're asking, what do we do in case of a tornado? Well, you come through here, there is an F5 storm shelter in this master closet. You can see all the different locks that you can make this super secure. So this is where you would go. There's concrete on all sides, concrete on top, concrete on bottom. And for a lot of these places that don't have a dedicated basement where you can go, this is where you want to be during a tornado. Again, are they super common here in Kansas City? I've lived here for 5 years and I can count maybe 1 or 2 times where we had a serious tornado warning. And again, we've never even seen one. So let's go to the primary bathroom. Primary bathroom is beautiful, as you would expect for $600,000, almost $600,000. One thing that is very thoughtful about this is that all of the openings in this house are a little bit wider, so they're handicap accessible. And this here, if you needed to use a wheelchair in this shower, it's a 0 entry shower. So you can come right through here and take a shower. You might expect that's all there is, but there's a whole nother wing upstairs that you need to see. Follow me. Before we head upstairs, look at this area too. Again, you could use this as an office. You could use this for anything that you want. It's got these French doors attached. Lets in plenty of light. It's not a conforming bedroom because it doesn't have a closet or an egress, but this would be a great office. Yep, like I said, let's go upstairs. This house is deceptively large. Look at how much space you have up on the second level. Now, if you are somebody who's looking to kind of use this as a retirement home, which a lot of villas in Kansas City, the villas that I help my clientele buy, they're typically, you know, nearing retirement age. It doesn't have to be. Okay, it's not just for people like that. If you want something maintenance provided, you want something where there's no hassle, a villa is a great option. Here, you've got a bench that overlooks the rest of the property, or overlooks the rest of the community. You've got a kitchenette that has room for a drink fridge. It's got full plumbing up here too. And then you've got another bedroom with an attached bathroom. This is not an ensuite, but it's just right through here. So if you have guests, you want to keep them on a completely different floor, you can. They can be up here, you can be down there. If you have, you know, kids that want to fly in, kids that want to visit, other people that you want to have as they see the rest of beautiful Kansas City, then this is the place where you would keep them. This is great value. But if a villa isn't your vibe and you want something that's, you know, more classic detached single family, we're gonna go to another new build that's very similarly priced to this one, and you can see which one you like better. Welcome to this quaint little neighborhood in Kansas City, Kansas. It's called Indian Hills. Now, houses in this neighborhood typically start in the $250,000 to $300,000 range. Sometimes you can find one for $350,000, maybe even $400,000. However, we just came from a new build that was under $600,000. Here's another new build. Now, they're doing this all over Kansas City, not just in Kansas City, Kansas. They're doing this in Prairie Village. They're doing this all over. But if you come with me, this new build is actually in a well-established neighborhood in Indian Hills, so you don't have to wait for the rest of the houses to be constructed around you. And this is also for the same price, virtually the same price as that other house that we just came from. So you can comment below which area would you want to live in? Would you want to live in a more established neighborhood, or would you want to live in a brand new build with brand new houses around you, like that villa that we just came from? So let's head inside and let's see what you can get for $600,000 in this already established neighborhood in Indian Hills. As we come inside, the first thing that I want you to notice is this door. Really awesome door. A lot of these modern homes that are being built like this have these types of features and accents that make this home just kind of stand out and unique. I mean, imagine coming in here and showing your guests like this crazy looking chandelier, right? If you look above me right here, I mean, it has to be your style for sure, you know? But it definitely stands out. You can't say that anything about this home is like very standard and bland. I would say that villa that we just came from is more of a traditional classic home. But then you're coming in here and look at this open space. I mean, you could, man, have kids run around in here. I don't do calisthenics in here or whatever, right? This is really cool. So if I had to choose between this and a stone fireplace, I don't know, like the way that this is done, I might choose this. This is really nice. And then you also have this electronic fireplace that doesn't pose as much of a fire hazard as an actual fire, but still gives you the warmth and the aesthetic, especially when it gets cold here in Kansas City. Coming over here, large living area with nice brand new floors, of course. And again, comment below, do you think that these light fixtures, these accents, are they your style? If they are, then great. This house is, you know, pre-built for you. If not, then you're gonna have to think about it. You may wanna go back to a new build and build it from the ground up. This is a massive kitchen island. So big. I mean, like, you know, you can barely like reach across it, but plenty of space if you want to cook. What I love here, if you look underneath, I love these like accent lights underneath these shelves. I think it really brightens up your kitchen. Really cool look. And then another plus, pot filler. Look at this. So if you cooking some spaghetti, cooking some, what else do you make with pot fillers? I don't know. Whatever you cook, right? You can fill up that pot right here, making some stew or something like that. Fill up that pot right here, and then you've got your coveted gas stove. Again, all brand new. Nobody else has used this before. This is listed for just under $600,000. Again, virtually the same price as the last new build that we just came from. Come upstairs, come up here, and we will see the bedrooms in this new build. As we come through here, nice feature that I like in all new builds, laundry on the main level. You see that a lot. It's a very common thing to have nowadays. Nobody wants to go up and down stairs. You know, that was so 1950s, right? Nowadays, they build it, they put it all up here. You've got large secondary bedrooms. I mean, this is really big. And again, you're in a quiet neighborhood, Indian Hills, where all your neighbors are gonna have houses that are gonna be, again, $250,000 to $350,000, and you're gonna have this brand new build. Now, if you like that, then that's gonna be your style. If you don't, then you might want to buy a new build community. Now come through here, and you've got a very large walk-in closet. I mean, this is very, very large, very deep, plenty of room for all your clothes. And as we come into this hallway here, you've got hallway bathroom, mostly for your guests or for these secondary bedrooms. And then you've got another large secondary bedroom. This one they did so that you don't necessarily have the same type of closet setup. You've got just really massive closet doors that open this up. I mean, honestly, this closet is like one of the bigger ones that I've seen. It's huge. I mean, in terms of just like a non-walk-in closet. I mean, look at the size of these doors compared to how tall I am. This is crazy. And so you've got a huge closet here, and then we're gonna go look at the primary bedroom. And if you stick around, again, we're gonna see the basement that is completely finished or almost completely finished, and you have tons of living space in there as well. So come with me. Primary bedroom is down this large hallway. The other bedrooms are over here. So the primary is right through here, and you've got this accent wall that matches the rest of your accent walls in that room back there. And what's nice about this lot itself, not even about the house, all these houses back to this green space. So if you have children that want to play outside, if you want just backyard time with a little bit more privacy, it completely is all treed back here. You can't see what's on the other side of this. In this primary, you have an in-suite bathroom, and and a walk-in closet. Let's check out the bathroom first. Coming through here, you have countertops that match your countertops in the kitchen. Of course, the water closet is in there. And then you've got a large, very large walk-in shower, as well as a big soaking tub. This soaking tub is massive, super long, should accommodate you no matter what size you are. And then you've got the coveted rainfall shower head in this one here. Man, I love rainfall shower heads. I've mentioned before that I got a chance to use one once and I've been addicted. I really want one in my own room, in my own bathroom, but alas, it's not to be right now, but this is really, really nice. Let's go downstairs and you'll see that this house is massive. It just kind of goes on and on. So let's see this walk-in closet. This, we've seen this feature in some homes before. Gives you extra space to hang your clothes. So you can hang your suits, you can hang extra clothes up here, and then you can just kind of push it up and tuck it away. I think that's a really cool feature. Again, if you have this many clothes, you've got a lot of clothes if you need to utilize all of this stuff. But if you do, and I know some of you watching have big wardrobes, and you can utilize this extra storage space where you can just pull this down, hang up your dresses, hang up your suits, hang up your clothes or whatever, and then push it back up out of the way, keep all this open. Before we go downstairs, I want to point out to you this office space. I like offices at the front of the house. Mostly during the day, I work in my office. I take your calls in my office. Again, if you want to move to Kansas City, 816-4MOVE-KC, give us a call. We'll help you buy new houses, pre-existing houses, whatever you need, right? So a lot of times I have my desk right here in front of these big, beautiful windows. You can see what's going on in the street. I like that. This is not a conforming bedroom, but this is definitely a plus for an office. Another thing you could do, you see this big wall right here, and the way that the house is built and shaped, it kind of comes to a point, so you have super high ceilings. This would be one of the most incredible libraries in all of Kansas City if you built this right here. What you could do is you could build in built-in bookshelves, basically wall to wall, and kind of, terrace it up all the way to the ceiling. And then you could have one of those like library ladders. You climb up there, get your books. It'd be like in, what's that movie? Like Beauty and the Beast, right? You know, where she's coming in and she's got all those books in the castle. I don't know if that's an accurate reference. Maybe you do, comment below. But this is what I think of when I think of that. Down here, again, cavernous basement area. A lot of this is finished. And this is the same blueprint, the same floor plan as above, right? As big of a living area as you had right above you, you have a huge living area down here. This would be perfect for a TV room. This would be perfect for a game room. This would be perfect for a man cave. I would put a poker table down here, a game room, anything that you want down here. If you look here, this is what I was telling you about with this tree lot. Come outside with me and you'll see that there's just trees behind me right here. So that's really, really nice. We're gonna see that there's extra living space and a bedroom down here. So come with me and you'll see right below the primary bedroom, you've got this extra large secondary bedroom that again faces your very nicely treed lot. You've got a daylight basement where you've got tons of windows down here. So if you have to stick somebody down here, a child or family member, you don't have to worry about it being dark and dingy. And then you've got, which is a nice plus, you've got a large walk-in closet here. I would say, man, maybe this walk-in closet is even bigger than the primary one, right? I mean, there's so much room here that you can easily, you could put your least favorite child in this closet and they would be totally fine because they would have plenty of living space. I don't endorse that, okay? All my children are precious to me. I never put them in a closet, but if I did, it would want to be this one. You got a full bath down here that services the entertainment area and your secondary bedroom. It's about time to get some lunch, but before we go, I want to point out a few little things about this new build that I don't think you might have noticed. Number one, look at the lights. Stairway lights, always nice so you don't trip, fall, break your neck or your arm, okay? Come through here, you've got a very, very large unfinished area here that you could finish if you wanted to. I would probably just use this primarily as storage. You have another hookup right here for a laundry a washer and dryer. So if you wanted to turn this whole thing into like a separate suite, you could have all of this completely separated from the upstairs. Or what I would use this for is to just keep my house uncluttered. I wish I had a huge area like this to keep all the toys that my kids don't play with anymore that I can't bear to get rid of because at one point they liked them. This would be the area to do it. Now, the last feature I want to show you before we get some lunch is the storm shelter, because a lot of you people I know watching from the West Coast, other places where you're not used to tornadoes, don't worry, this place has got you just like the last new build. So you see these locks, you know what this is? This is a storm shelter. So you come right through here and you have plenty, you have an area where this is where you would hunker down for the storms. And what's nice about this is reinforced doors, concrete all around you, so in case of a tornado, this is where you go. A lot of you who are worried about moving from California, some of these areas, you guys always ask about tornadoes. This is the solution. A storm shelter, a dedicated storm shelter is what you want if you're really afraid of tornadoes. So now that we've seen this one, let's go get some lunch. When I moved here from California, one of the things that I knew I was going to miss was the authentic Mexican food that was all over Los Angeles. I mean, you could go anywhere and grab a street taco, grab a delicious burrito. And so I was disappointed when I moved to Kansas City because I thought I was gonna have to say goodbye to all of that. But I was delighted to know that that is not the case, especially if you live in Kansas City, Kansas. There are tons of incredible, authentic Mexican places to eat all over the place. One of my favorites is San Antonio's Meat Market, which is right behind me here, where we're gonna stop and get lunch. I'm gonna show you what I typically get. Don't judge me because I put a lot of condiments and onions and cilantro and stuff on my food, but this is one of the many places that you can get authentic Mexican food here in Kansas City. You need to come to Kansas City, Kansas. Don't deal with the Tex-Mex because that's not worth it. Let's go inside. Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good. Can I get 5 tacos? Can I get 3 pastor? 2 carnitas, and then actually, can you add one more asada? So 6 tacos total.
One asada, 2 carnitas, and 3 pastor.
That's right. Yep. And then can I get 1 large horchata with light ice, not too much ice? And that will be it for here. Okay, so let me show you what I ordered. Don't judge me for how much salsa I put on my stuff because I always do this, okay? So here we go. We've got tacos. I mean, now that I look at it through the camera, I may have put too much salsa on it, but you can always pour some off, right? 6 tacos, 3 pastor, 2 asada, 1 carnitas, and then you can't have Mexican food without horchata. So let's see how it is. It's always really good here. I've been here many times. What do you think?
It's so good.
When I was in high school, we could pound these things, like these size. Back then it was like $1 per taco, you know, or like they had like Taco Tuesdays, like 50 cents per taco. You just get like 16 of them, you know, and like kill yourself, you know. Now we're driving down State Avenue. State Avenue runs right down the heart of Kansas City, Kansas. There's obviously a lot of things to do on State Avenue, a lot of places to eat, more taco joints, other places to shop. But I own a house on State Avenue. I own a rental on State Avenue. It's a duplex. And renting out there, talking to some of my tenants, they would say surprisingly it's not as crazy as you might think. We're actually driving right past my rental right now. And they enjoy the area, they enjoy the walkability of the neighborhood behind them, but of course State is loud sometimes and it can be kind of busy. And you do have a lot of homes on State that are built right on State and they're kind of hard to sell. So I would say that if you're looking to purchase in Kansas City, Kansas, then stay away from these main thoroughfares. State is one, Parallel Avenue is another. That's just really busy areas that kind of run right down through Kansas City, Kansas, and Wyandotte County in particular. So we're heading to a house that's very close to where my rental property is, and you can see what you can get for this is a house for under $400,000. I've seen it before. It is massive. It's a crazy looking house. I think you're going to enjoy it. In this neighborhood, this is right off of State Avenue. Again, in the heart of Kansas City, Kansas. We've seen that, driven through that. We're coming from some tacos and touring the rest of Kansas City. I just wanted to show you something that isn't necessarily new construction or, you know, close to $1 million on a lake. This one's listed for just under $400,000. It's a 5-bedroom, 3-bath home. Now, if you come over here, actually, I want to show you a little bit of the street. So just come over here before we get a taste of that home. Obviously, this is the most unique home on the block that we're going to get into. But you have these houses. I would think all of these houses are going to be listed, if they were listed, probably for around $200,000 to $300,000. This house is closer to 4 because of how massive it is, as you guys are going to see. But not every house in Kansas City, Kansas is either new construction or, you know, some crazy thing on a lake. Most of the houses here, you're going to be able, like I said, be able to afford a lot of cheap houses. Keep on watching to see a $190,000 house in one of the most desirable neighborhoods in Kansas City, Kansas. And then again, if you stay until the end, we will get back to that house on the lake. But for now, let's check out what $400,000 can get you in Kansas City, Kansas, because I think that you're going to be surprised at how much room you can get and also how cool this house is. It's not for everybody because it's so massive and it's so large that it's going to take a special buyer, but that buyer might be you. So again, if you want to buy it, 816-4MOVE-KC is our number. Come in here and you can see this house has a very Gothic charm to it. These windows, this area, look at this huge living space chandelier. This is really, really cool. Don't bump your head. You could put like a huge kitchen table right here and it'd be like, you know, your own like King Arthur's court or something like that, you know? I mean, this is just massive. Really crazy looking. You've got this awesome fireplace with these built-in bookshelves. I mean, I would fill this up with books. I might try to build this up higher. You could put a TV here. I mean, this is a very uniquely shaped room. I think my 9-foot kitchen table would be awesome right here under this really big light fixture. Let's head to the other side and let me show you what you get over here. As we come through, notice like these unique little stained glass window with the little crest here. That's pretty neat, I think. You've got another large living space with another chandelier. Again, I mean, it's unique, right? It's gonna be something that you and your family would like. What I would probably do is I'd probably take this chandelier out and convert this more to a living area, a sitting area. With the 5 bedrooms, if you had a couple on the main level, so come through here and we can see one of the bedrooms on the main level. What I like about this bedroom is it has a little kind of sitting room with some more reading space. You have bookshelves back here, and then you could put a chair back here. I mean, I don't get to read as much anymore because all my kids, I have too many kids that don't give me the time to read. But if I did, this would be my little sitting reading room. Okay, come in here and you could see that this bathroom has been freshly redone. It's wallpapered and all these, the sink, the tub, the toilet are all brand new. This is the bathroom that services your first floor. Let's go peek up at the second floor and see the rest of the 5 bedrooms. Before we get up there, let's check out this kitchen. This kitchen is obviously kind of cozy. You know, it's not the biggest kitchen, it's not the smallest kitchen. You've got your fridge, it's a 60/40 sink. Washer and dryer are right through here. And then you've got a lot of counter space over there. As we come up here, this stairway is kind of the center of the house. And it is really, really cool. It's not quite wraps all the way around, but you see you've got this other unique light fixture here. And then you've got more bedrooms on the second story. So come through here and we're gonna see the 3 bedrooms up here. And this is probably used as the primary bedroom. You've got in-suite bathroom here. And then you've got a little cutout here that you could use for another type of sitting area or whatever it is you want to use for it. The last thing I want to show you is the secondary bedroom up here is quite large. You actually does come with a walk-in closet. So you could easily fit a king-size bed in here, queen-size bed in here. I mean, this house has a ton of room. But if this isn't your style, again, there are more affordable houses in Kansas City, Kansas. You just got to give us a call and we can help set up something that would fit exactly for you. Now we are going to Caw Point Park, which has one of the best views of downtown Kansas City. So keep on watching. Check out this view. We are at Caw Point Park. And right here is the confluence of the Kansas and the Missouri rivers. If you didn't know, obviously, number one, Kansas City is in both Kansas and Missouri. And this is the Kansas River over here. And it flows down here to meet the Missouri River right there. This is not a place where you would swim, unlike that first lake that we saw, where we're gonna go back to the house again, under $900,000 in Kansas City, Kansas. Gets you an incredible house there. But you're not gonna be swimming in here. You can fish. I've heard that the fishing here is okay. You can boat if you wanted to, but you definitely don't want to swim. The currents are too fast. You'll probably drown and die very quickly. But this view is incredible. You can come out here, put a picnic out here, and just spend some time out at Cop Point Park. The history of this has something to do with Lewis and Clark. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if it necessarily matters to you. If it does, you can easily Google it. Let's go to Strawberry Hill, where you can get some incredible barbecue and an awesome view of the Kansas City skyline. Strawberry Hill is a historic neighborhood in Kansas City, Kansas. It's one of the trendiest neighborhoods right now. A lot of people are wanting to move to this particular area and location, and we're gonna see a house in the Strawberry Hill neighborhood really soon. But you might be asking, what is there to do in Strawberry Hill? Well, one of the most famous barbecue shops in Kansas City is here, Slaps Barbecue. It's just right down the street. If you eat there, sit on the patio because you have incredible views of the Kansas City skyline. We just came from Cop Point Park, which we already saw the Kansas City skyline. You get pretty much the same view, but you get to enjoy some barbecue too. Down this street is Flagship Books. That's a really cool bookstore where obviously you can pick up some books, used books. Split Log Coffee is a Kansas City local coffee shop that is also in Strawberry Hill. And the last thing is, we already went to San Antonio's for some tacos, but my second favorite, or maybe depending on the day, maybe my first favorite taco shop is called Tarahumares, and it's just right up here. I think they close kind of early. They used to close at like 3 o'clock, but they have really, really good birria tacos. That's a kind of wet pork taco. Oh, it's incredible. That's something that you're gonna have to try. You already saw the tacos at San Antonio's, but the tacos at Tarahumares are just as good. So we've seen some things to do in Strawberry Hill. Let's go down to a house in Strawberry Hill that's listed at $190,000 and show you the neighborhood around it. We've already seen Strawberry Hill and what you can do there, what you can eat there, Slaps Barbecue, all of that stuff. But I wanted to show you, if you were to choose to live in Strawberry Hill, these neighborhoods, these houses are pretty tight and close together. Some people like that, actually. I had a client who bought one of these homes, moved from New York, and he said it actually kind of reminds him of home. I can't verify that, never lived in New York. I don't know exactly what he's talking about, but I mean, they're very tight, they're very close. I do want to show you though, a lot of these houses are being completely renovated, redone. So we're gonna go inside this house. This house is listed for $190,000 right on Strawberry Hill. It's available right now. So again, if you want to buy this house, give us a call, 816-4MOVE-KC, 816-4MOVE-KC, and we can help you purchase this home right here in Strawberry Hill. Let's go inside and see what you can get for under $200,000 in Strawberry Hill. All right, let's head inside this house on Strawberry Hill. I mean, you just have to get used to some of the quirks, I would say, of Strawberry Hill. I mean, I could reach out and touch this house. So if that's something that you don't want, then obviously we've seen other homes in Kansas City, Kansas. It's not the only option, but people do like this, like I mentioned before. So let's come inside. You might be surprised at how nice this house is and how nicely finished it is, because a lot of these houses in Strawberry Hill are older. And with the older houses, you do have, they do get kind of run down. And what's happening is investors are noticing the potential of these places and just completely redoing them. You have some that are being completely torn down and just rebuilt, like that one that we saw earlier. And also you have ones like this that are just completely remodeled on the inside. So as you come in, you have a decently sized living area. And again, these houses are small and they're close together. So you have to keep that in context. $190,000 is not gonna get you a big mansion, but it's gonna get you living in a very trendy area of Kansas City, Kansas. There's 2 bedrooms up here. The first one, I would probably use this as the primary. If you come in here, you might be surprised at how large this is. And because it faces the front, the most unobstructed part of the house, you have a ton of natural light in here. This is the bedroom that I would use. I mean, it could easily fit a king size bed, probably not much else. Maybe a queen would give you a little bit more room. But if you come through here, you can also see that your neighbors are, again, super close. You better get along with your neighbors. My advice to you is, if you bought a house like this, meet the neighbor next door, because you're gonna be living close together. If you can do that before you put an offer on the house, that's the best. But if you get along with them, these could be some of your closest friends. You could pass a cup of sugar just basically without leaving your house to each other. Right here is the second room. It's pretty much the same. It's a lot smaller than the first one, but you're gonna wanna see this kitchen, and you're gonna wanna stick around to see exactly what's in the basement. Again, at the end of the tour, we're gonna be heading back to that first house where we started on the lake. but it just goes to show you how diverse Kansas City, Kansas can be. So we're here in this beautifully remodeled kitchen. I think they did a great job. I love the wood accents and the wood shelving on the kitchen. This is pretty reminiscent of the shelving I have in my own kitchen, so not too far off from our own design choices. You've got a range hood. Of course, you would put your stove here. It could either be a gas stove or electric stove, whatever you choose. And then over here would be where you would put your refrigerator. Again, these cabinets, I would say they're pretty nice. You've got quartz countertops and pretty tasteful light fixture over the kitchen. It's a pretty large kitchen. You could use this as a place where you could put your bar stools, where you could eat. This is pretty expansive, I would say. Let's go down into the basement and you'll see it's pretty expansive down there. Follow me. So coming down to the basement, you're gonna wanna watch your step. If you're tall, I'm about 6 foot, 6'1" on a good day. If I get a good night's rest and stretch out. So you can see, you gotta bump your head coming down here. So you're gonna have to just be careful. But come down here and you'll see what I mean by a surprising amount of living space down here. Down here, you have more living area. You've got a room that you could use for, I think this would probably be best used as an office. I would like a little bit more light in my office, but this is an enclosed space away from kids and other people to bother you. You could throw a twin bed in here, probably not much more than a twin bed, to use this as a guest space if you wanted to. Again, this is not a conforming bedroom because it doesn't have a closet or egress. This window does not open. Over here, you have a surprising amount of living space, so come follow me. As we come back here, you've got another large area. I would say not as large as your living room upstairs, but you've got plenty of room to make this into a sitting room, to make this into a TV room, and you've got a nice casement window. This looks actually relatively newer. Again, you're always reminded though, you are very close to your neighbors. And if you can't deal with that, then this is not the right area for you. But again, if you want that communal living, Strawberry Hill is gonna be one of the best areas to live. You've got a full bathroom down here with a rainfall shower head. I think it's just a regular shower head that they put on the top instead of on the side. And then through here, you've got another living area. Again, it's not quite a bedroom because it doesn't have all the conforming space, all the conforming features of a bedroom. And through this bedroom, you do have, this would be kind of your storm shelter situation. It's under your patio. Again, about 6 feet tall, and you can see how tight this is, but these are small houses. These are really tight enclosed houses. A lot of people like these because they think they're cute. A lot of people like these because they enjoy the vibe of living in Strawberry Hill. But that's up to you to decide. Again, give us a call. We would love to talk you through that decision. So as I promised, we are gonna head back to that incredible house on the lake, the first house we started at in Kansas City, Kansas, and you're gonna see what you can get for under $900,000 in one of the best value areas of the Kansas City metro. Okay, so you made it to the end. We are back and we're gonna go inside this house. Like I said, under $900,000 for this insane house in this lake community. Come on inside. As you immediately come in, you're gonna notice features about this house that are only available to upper end luxury builds. And again, the theme of this whole video that we've been talking about is the awesome, insane value that you get for living in Kansas City, Kansas. You have, like we've seen, all this stuff that is super close. Like right now, we're super close to the Legends outlets. You've already seen that. We're super close to downtown Kansas City if you want to explore there. But come on inside this house and you can see just how much room you get. This great room, crazy ceilings, awesome fireplace right here. And then just check out this view behind me. You've got this lake community right here. This house is located right near Dub's Dread Golf Course, which is one of the funner and more challenging golf courses in all of Kansas City. I've played it a couple times, never really played it well, but if I lived here, I would go there all the time. So in this kitchen, what you're gonna see is, again, only things that you see in luxury builds. Premium countertops, beautiful custom cabinets with these wood accents here. You've got a gas stove, as every good kitchen typically needs. You've got double oven, you've got the fridge. Everything stays with this kitchen, and you can literally just move right in and be ready to go. One awesome thing that I would have overlooked if I didn't just kind of open everything here is, if you come over here, you think that this is like some sort of pantry, right? But when you open it, it's actually a whole other room, and you can come through here, follow me, and see what's over here. As we come in here, we can see the seller was probably using this as an office. You've got a great lake view off to this side. Off to this side too, you can see parts of the lake as well. If you want a dock to jump off of and swim, I mean, we started there at the very beginning of the video, and we're gonna see it from the porch here as well. Come through here and we'll show you the bathroom that's connected to this secondary bedroom. And so if you use that as an office or a guest bedroom, you have a bathroom that's attached to it right here. It does go out back to the hallway through here too. Come follow me through here and we'll see the primary bedroom is on the main level and it's nice and spacious, walk-in closet. Come follow me. Coming into this large primary bedroom, you've got this bay window setup that's really cool. What I would do, put my bed right here, easily fit a king size bed right here. And then you wake up to this awesome lake view. You can see out behind me, this bay window gives you a kind of expansive 180-degree view of the entirety of the lake. And like I said before, you know, you've already seen a little bit of it out there, but boating, swimming, fishing, I mean, everybody, this lake community, you can do all of that. Not only that is you have a awesome in-suite bathroom right through here. And as you come through here, one of the arguments for buying a pre-existing home, I think, is right here. A lot of people want to build a home because they want their own custom features and they want to customize it themselves. But buying a pre-existing home, I don't think you could build this house for less than $1 million anywhere in Kansas City right now, given construction costs and materials. But for right now, under $900,000, you could buy this pre-existing home resale and get all these custom features that I'm sure the original seller paid a lot of money for. They customize it. Obviously, the caveat is that you have to like these features, right? If you want to make your own house and you want to make it your own, you're gonna have to do that on your own. But you can call us. We can help you either buy resale or buy new construction and get all the features that you want. One of the things that I can tell this was definitely custom is if we step into this shower. Okay, this is something that would cost a fortune in new construction. As you come here, you see how many shower heads? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shower heads. I would say this is kind of made to look like a sauna. And again, to build this is going to be really, really expensive. But to buy it resale is going to be much, much easier for you. It would save you a lot of money. Again, do you like these features or not? Comment below what you think about this insane shower. I think this is one of the best ones I've seen in Kansas City. Really cool feature that, again, I've never seen before. Electric fireplace right in your primary bathroom. It's about to get chilly here in Kansas City. It's mid-October. By next month, I would think the temperature is gonna be in the 40s, 50s. This is gonna come into clutch. If you come into here, you have a very large walk-in closet, all the storage that you could possibly need. Unless, I mean, if you have more clothes than this, then, you know, you're gonna have to build your own closet. But for me and I think for most normal people, and I'm not calling you weird if you have more clothes than this, but for most normal people, I think this closet is gonna be plenty. We're not done yet. Come downstairs and you're gonna see this house is way bigger than you might have originally expected. This floor plan is a reverse 1.5. If you've been watching us for a while, you already know what that is, but you have full bedrooms down here and a complete daylight walk-out basement out here towards your private lake. Again, nobody else is allowed on this lake except for residents of this community. Down here, you can see they use this as a pool table room. And over here, this is probably where you would mount your television so that you could watch the Chiefs play or you could watch whatever sports you want to watch. And then you've got a full service bar over here. Again, these features to buy this built custom, it would cost you so much money, but insane value because number one, we are in Kansas City, Kansas. This is probably one of the cheaper places in all of Kansas City to buy a home. Let's go peek into these secondary bedrooms downstairs in the basement before we wrap up this tour out on the porch overlooking this beautiful lake. Not only do you have amazing lakefront views with the primary bedroom, you have awesome lakefront views with this secondary bedroom as well. Down here, obviously you're not as high up because we're right below the primary, but right here you can easily look out and just enjoy the day. If you just want to kind of relax in here as you wake up, I'm sure, especially during the summer, during the warmer weather, you'll see people out in the lake all the time. Now, as promised, let's go upstairs and let's check out the outdoor porch because I think that if I were to buy this house, that would be the main selling point for me. So this is where you could find me if I lived here. This screened-in porch is one of the most awesome features of any house. You've got this mosquito netting. I don't know about you, But man, during the summers and even kind of into the fall, I get so just chewed up by mosquitoes. It's just disgusting. I itch all over. I get these scars on my leg. It's gross, but this would protect me from so much of that. And then of course you get the same beautiful view that this house touts all over the place. I mean, this lakeside community is incredible. Showing you some of the drone footage of what you get for under $900,000 in Kansas City. I mean, like, this is crazy, right? I show houses all over the city, and I'll tell you that you really can't beat Kansas City, Kansas. However, if this area doesn't work out for you, click right here and we have other vlogs of different areas.